Hey, I'm Simeon Henderson, and I am playing the role of Terrence in the hit web series I Used to Love Her. My character is, I like to call him the brother you love to hate. You hate him because he's always talking crazy, but you love him because he tells the truth. He shoots from the hip, he tells it like it is. He's a very smart guy. He's been in the streets, in and out of the system, and he loves his brother. And in the movie, I Used to Love Her, we saw the different levels of him being angry, to being aggressive, to being caring towards his brother. And I think it's pretty cool because he has this roller coaster of emotions, and he just goes through these different phases. But Terrence is, he thinks he's a ladies' man. He's pretty cool, but he says what's on his mind. And if he think you a lady of the night, he gonna tell you a lady of the night. I don't talk like that per se, but my character, he's very entertaining and engaging, and he's pretty cool. Well, the one thing I would love for people to take away from the web series I Used to Love Her is a sense of reality, a sense of the things that really go on in life, how things are, whether it be in the music business, politically, socially, emotionally, relationship-wise, between a spouse and a significant other, between brothers and siblings and friends. I think that it's a story that transcends and tells how to deal with certain situations and the realness of it. And I really think that people are going to get something from this. They're going to be entertained, but they're going to be enlightened, they're going to be motivated, and they're going to be educated. I'm so excited about this project. I see this project getting picked up by a major network and being in households, touching America, so people can be exposed to it and be entertained, and also become conscious of what's going on in the world and the realness. And it's not to be offensive in any way. It is to be entertaining, but it's also to make people knowledgeable about what's going on in the world today. I've been knowing Mark for over 10 years, and he was a brother that I watched, and he's one of those people I wanted to emulate and imitate, in the sense that his business sense and his love for the craft is unprecedented. He loves the craft. He's a great writer, he's a great director, but he's an actor's director, because he gets in there with you and he lets you bring it to life. He lets you take his words off the page and portray it on screen in a way that is comfortable to you, it's pleasing to him, and it tells a story, and it helps you to work on your craft. And I've been working with Mark for a while now, and we're like brothers, and I really can appreciate the relationship. It's kind of like a Spike Lee and Denzel and Wesley Snipes, or Adam Sandler and Matt Damon and Ben Affleck and Rob Schneider, all of those guys that work together collectively, Vince Vaughn and his buddies, and they work together collectively to bring forth great projects. And that's what we've come together to do with Mark, Mel Roberson, myself, Ricardo Isis, and Tiffany Curtis, and all the different people involved in this project. It's just a love of the art and supporting each other. And Mark, he's really been a good brother, he's been a good friend, and I just love working with him.
Hi, my name is Ruby Gonzales, and in the web series I play Amina Gomez. So now it's been 10 years later, and I went from being the record sales girl in the original I Used to Love Her the movie to being a lawyer. So here I am 10 years later, still part of the original cast, and I'm so proud and happy to be part of another Mark Harris film, because all of his films are positive content, and that's something that I stand for. I love being in projects that just highlight positive images, positive content, and just give you something to think about, rather than just the usual stereotypes and stereotypical roles. So I absolutely love this character of Amina Gomez, because I'm playing a lawyer. I'm playing a Latina lawyer, and it's just a very not stereotypical role. So I'm very happy to be here. Well, I want people to be more aware of why they do things. To go back into, for example, in the episode that I'm in, just remember that whatever it is that you do it for passion. Don't let money take the ugly side of money be your reason why you go another route. Like, stay true to your art form, stay true to yourself, whatever it is that you pick in life. So I love this project because it makes you go back to realizing your values, realizing why you're doing things, and that's what I feel we're here put on earth, just to help each other out, not to get bombarded with greed and going towards that route, because the world is already a not very so nice place. So if we can try to just remember why we're here as humans and just helping each other out, being more social conscious of the things that we do and how it affects others, I think that's the main reason why I love this web series, because that's what we're trying to do, and that's what I hope that our viewers will get. Definitely international, globally. I see it. I mean, I even see it being on as a regular TV show. I could just see that happening. I mean, I went from being a film 10 years ago to now going into web series, because people want to hear these social issues, and I just think it's something that we can offer and highlight for everyone to look. So definitely globally, and even perhaps a TV network. I've actually known Mark Harris since my first film that I did with his friend and partner Ricardo. So since 2005, I've known him for quite some time now. And we've been in maybe this is probably my third or fourth project with Mark. I don't remember, but even if I'm not on the project with him, I am always supportive of what he does, and just so proud to know directors that do shows on their own independently. They get it done, and most importantly, they bring positive content for others.
Hi, Tiffany J Curtis here. I am portraying, or I'm the character Celine. In the movie, Celine was married, living what she thought was the perfect life with her rapper husband, hoping to get a family going, but within the past 10 years, things have changed drastically. She's still great friends with Simi and Tyra, still good friends with Ramadan, but her personal life is in shambles. She's gotten divorced. Her dreams of the fairy tale ending have now crashed and burned, so she's trying to find herself and where she belongs in this life and what she can contribute. For a long time, Celine was focused on more materialistic things, and those things held much more significant importance to her, whereas now she's feeling empty and she wants to find something a little more meaningful in her relationship and her personal life, and as what she decides to do as a career. She's still finding herself. She doesn't know if she maybe wants to go ahead and pursue a higher education. She doesn't know if perhaps she wants to get into the workforce. She's been out of the workforce for years. She doesn't really need to work, but she wants to find something that's going to give her life meaning. Be it trying to be a yoga instructor or perhaps a jewelry designer, who knows. I think this will be an interesting journey for her to discover herself now and who she is. So that's where we're picking up now. She's got a lot of secrets that she's keeping from her girls included. So as that unfolds, that should make for even more interesting storylines. I've worked with Mark on, this is our third production now. The first was Black Butterfly, and I used to love her, and now I used to love her, the web series. So here we are. I'm super excited to be a part of it. Everybody was great. Just about everybody came back. The few that weren't able to come back, we missed them dearly. But yeah, it's been a wonderful experience working with the new folks as well as my girls and all my guys. In my preparation for Celine, I really just went back to the movie, and from there, I mean, I know a lot of people change, especially women, men too, but within 10 years, so much has changed. And like I said, her life is in an upheaval. So my preparation was just basically, I did, it's going to be funny because I haven't even talked to Mark. Briefly, I mentioned it to Mark. Basketball Wives, because she kind of came from that world of having a celebrity husband, and like I said, for a long time she was caught up in the trappings of the celebrity lifestyle, and that's what held significance for her. But in that, she still doesn't sleep well at night, and she still, you know, is empty trying to find herself. So I looked a lot to reality TV to get an idea of what does a woman do in the second phase of her life when she leaves a materialistic kind of world and lifestyle. So it was that, and also drawing from my own personal experience and my girls that I talked to in their lives and my mom's. Preparation that I usually do for most roles. Talk to those around me, especially if it's someone that's been through what this character that I'm bringing to life is now going through. So come on out, September 29th, Studio Movie Grill. We want to see you there. Put your butt in a seat, get a ticket. Come hang with us. Watch, come be entertained, come ask questions. www.UseToLoveHerMovie.com. Get your tickets. We want to see you there.
Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Jose Santiago here, and I was fortunate enough to get cast as a role on I Used to Love Her, the web series, directed, produced, and written by Mark Harris. The role I got is a guy named Fernando. He is basically the Latino friend of Ramadan and Terrence, and they grew up together in the neighborhood. These guys have been very close associates, and I believe his character actually works for Ramadan in his business. This is going to be an awesome web series. First of all, I'd like to say this is not for the politically correct. Okay, because we're going to touch on topics that touch people personally. You know, that's something that happened to them in the past, or whatever the case may be. We're going to bring it to light, because a lot of times things are shunned and kind of put behind closed doors and just glorified some other kind of way. What we're going to try to bring you is the grittiness and the rawness of what's really going on out there. Politics rise, with the police departments, with the gangs, with the drugs, the neighborhoods, first and foremost, trying to bring back a sense of community and safety to the neighborhoods for these kids. We're trying to give them a future. And my take on this character is he's kind of the Latino brother who just wants to have fun all the time, but he takes a lot of things seriously. And him being a little educated in politics and everything else like that, I believe he's going to show everyone a whole different side of what's really going on out there from a Latino's perspective, who grew up and was raised in the neighborhoods with the African Americans and the more, how could you say, not so wealthy people. But yeah, Fernando's going to be a great guy. I read the script and I really liked him a lot. I see it going to a level where you have probably, and I probably have not seen a project get to, because of borders that they put on projects that go into mainstream medias, TV, television, film. So for us to be able to do this web series and get our word, our voice, and get the truth out, you know, that speaks volumes for me. And I see this project taking off and touching a lot of people and changing a lot of lives. How I came across Mark Harris and how he came across me was through a mutual friend, Simeon Henderson, who happens to play my brother in the show, Terrence, and also Mel Roberson. With these two guys coming up to Mark and saying, hey, you know, let's try to make the diversity. Let's stop doing black on black, always black, or white on white, always white. In these neighborhoods, in some of these less fortunate neighborhoods, there are Latino people in there. With that being said, I guess a light bulb went off in Mark's head and said, you know what, let's find a Latino actor that can fill this character that I'll create named Fernando. Well, of course, Simeon and Mel, both Jose Santiago. We've all worked together before. This is my first time working with Mel. This is my third or fourth time working with Simeon. So the chemistry between all of us is just going to be amazing. And I think you're really going to like this character, because he is basically a character that lives, breathes, and eats in his neighborhood, in his community. I want you guys to go and go to the webpage, go to the Facebook page, share it on Instagram, Twitter, hashtag I Used to Love Her the series, and a web series. I'm sorry, I Used to Love Her, the web series. And give us a like, give us a share, promote it, share it, and you guys aren't going to want to miss this. Again, it's not for the politically correct. Y'all have a good one.
Hi, my name is Portia Ferguson, and I play the character of Marilyn. And basically, Marilyn is on a mission. She is determined to get justice for what she felt like that was stolen from her, from something that someone did a while ago. And she just pretty much, you know, just out for blood, just out to get anybody who gets in her way and seek, conquer, and destroy. My favorite part in this show is when Ramadan is kind of sort of conflicted with, should I or shouldn't I do the right thing? And I think that it's a very powerful moment, because a lot of times we do get sidetracked from, okay, should I or shouldn't I? And you know, this is what's being offered, but should I take it? I know if I take it, it's gonna be consequences from it, but if I don't take it, you know, then what? Am I gonna be able to live this life forever off of just being independent? So yeah. And then my other favorite scene is when Marilyn comes to Ramadan's house. My special techniques with preparing for this role would be, I watched a lot of psychotic things on YouTube. I pretty much watched The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, a bunch of Marilyn Monroe movies, and just a lot of things to get into this character. Like, I had to go deep and dig deep, and I had a couple of influences to help me get into character. So yeah, that also helped too. And thanks everyone for helping me. I think people should watch this because it gives you a little insight on what's going on in today's society, from, you know, record labels to how people are trying to do good in the community, and then there's always people trying to tear you down or distract you from getting what you need to get done, like the mission basically to empower, you know, people in general, or, you know, your culture. And sometimes it can be things that can happen that can throw you off track, but not quite. As long as you stay focused, I think that, you know, you will get things done. So I love this show, and I hope people watch it and learn something from it.
Hey everybody, my name is Kristin E. Ellis, and I play Alicia, and I Used to Love Her. So Alicia, she is Ramadan's assistant. She's really on top of her job. She works very hard. She's very specific and detailed in how she works with Ramadan. Just really making sure that he's good and the office is well maintained, and that, you know, she keeps him on task, and she just keeps the business flowing and just keeps things under control. So she's a very hard worker, very hard worker, young girl, but she's really about her business. And I expect people to just walk away having a little bit more knowledge about certain social issues that we're just facing in our country today, and also learn about some issues that people may not necessarily know about. I'm not going to say any necessarily because I don't want to give it away, but I love that this series is extremely socially conscious, so I really feel like people are going to walk away with some real knowledge about what's going on in our world today. So I'm really looking forward to that. Preparing for Alicia, well, for me, my process as an actor, I've really learned that I can't necessarily create characters, if you will. I have to really work for myself as Kristin, and they all flow through me. So I keep it simple. I like to stick to the basics, acting one-on-one. Who am I talking to? What am I fighting for? What's my relationship to this person? And what am I going to do to get this need from them? So I really just focus on my acting one-on-one. And from there, my choices, they begin to just kind of form themselves, if you will, by me going after something specifically. So I just keep it real simple. So a challenging part is it's a scene that Ramadan and I have in the office where we, you know, realize we have some bad news, and I'm just telling him about this situation. And sometimes as an artist, it can be, well, not all artists, but I'm gonna speak for me specifically. Sometimes it can be hard to tap into those real emotions while you're on camera and not be too big. So that was a little bit, that was slightly challenging, but I really think that, like, you know, I nailed it. So that was really dope. But I do have a favorite moment, and that's when Ramadan, you know, in the series tells me that he's gonna, you know, give himself some time to just kind of relax. And that's a favorite moment for me, is because as Ramadan's assistant, I know that he works extremely hard. So anytime he wants to take a break for himself, you know, it makes me like really happy, because Alicia and Ramadan, they're like family, if you will. They're very, very close knit. So yeah. I started working with Mark, you know, honestly, I saw this post on social media about him having auditions for I Used to Love Her, and I saw the character Alicia. I said, you know, hey, I might be a good fit for this. And I submitted, you know, he had an email address where you can submit your headshot and your resume. So I went for it from there. And Mark, he's been on my radar. He's actually been one of the top director and writers that I've been wanting to work with for a while. So when I saw this opportunity, you know, I literally just had to kind of jump on it. He asked me to send him an audition. I did. And, you know, he was just like, great, I would love to hire you for the role of Alicia. So to God be the glory. It was a total blessing. You all, we really need your support on this series. Again, it's an artist's job to bring to life social issues and things that's going on in our world, and I Used to Love Her is just that. So be sure, come on out. It's going to be September the 29th at the Movie Studio Grill. You do not want to miss it. Tickets, they are selling out so fast, so make sure you get yours today. And we really want to see you all. You know, we can't do what we do without you, without the support and the viewers. I'm telling you, come on out.
My name is Mel Roberson, and I am one of the executive producers as well as the lead in the series I Used to Love Her. I play Ramadan El Amin. This project is very near and dear to my heart. We did this original film about 10 years ago, 2006 I believe we filmed it, and it was an instant classic. And I don't just say that, it's definitely not out of arrogance. I mean, we did over 10 screenings, 10 or 11 screenings at a 300+ seat theater, and we packed out every single one. The socially conscious message of the first film was amazing. I really appreciate Mark Harris and working with him. We had done some projects before, but I Used to Love Her, when he came to me with the script, it was magical, man. It was about a poet, first off, and with me having a spoken word background, I really loved the script. But a couple of things about the original film were magic to me. Number one, I had a fraternity brother named Ramadan El Amin who had just passed away in a car accident, and the original character's name wasn't even Ramadan. Mark let me change that. So that was cool. And then, you know, some of the other things that I won't even get into. But this particular series here I'm really excited about for a few reasons. The messages that we touch on, the things that are facing society today, it's really imperative that people in the entertainment community take some form of responsibility and speak up on these things. And not only are we speaking up on them through our artwork, we are really touching on them and bringing awareness to things that are, you know, just crazy. Organ harvesting, police brutality, the music industry being what it is and controlling the minds of the youth through spaced repetition in their music, having no accountability whatsoever. All of these different things that are taking place in society, we're touching on it, and I'm really excited about that. Another thing that I really loved about this particular project was the cast. An amazing cast. Some people flew in. We used a lot of Chicago talent too, but we had some people fly in that did an amazing job, and they really helped bring these characters to life. And so being able to work with some new people as well as some old people, not old in age, but you know, the original cast was really cool. And I'm interested to see where this thing goes. I'm interested to see how many lives we touch. And for me, that's what art is really about. Are you making a positive impact? Are you touching somebody's life through your artwork? And I'm really excited about it, man. I'm overwhelmed right now. I'm usually bouncing off the walls, but I'm overwhelmed right now with just love for this project and for my cast, for the crew, an amazing crew, and for you, the audience.
the only way that this thing works is if people come out and see what we put together. So thank you so much for taking a view on whatever media platform you're viewing it on, whether it's in theaters, whether you're on your tablet, your laptop, whatever. Thank you for taking a look at it and spread the word. The message is only as good as the people that it touches, and we can't do it alone. So thank you so much, and thank you for spreading the word. In closing, if I had to say something that really sums up what I Used to Love Her, the series is, it's love. It's love. You know, it's love for everyone. This is not about any one particular person. This is a movement. It's a movement to really spread love and have that be the theme of what really controls life. So thank you.
Hello, my name is Tiffany Addison. I play the role of Simi Elamine. She is the lead character, one of the lead characters of the film I Used to Love Her, and now web series. I'm playing the wife of Ramadan Elamine, and I believe Simi is just a very strong character. During the series, I feel that she has evolved into this woman of strength, of identity. She's now a Muslim, and she's a business partner. She's just a very strong voice in the partnership of her marriage. I believe people are going to get educated. I believe that there's just so many different topics that are discussed that people probably shy away from in the media or in film, in different types of outlets. And I believe that this is going to really probably ruffle some feathers and get some conversations going. So I'm really, really excited about the project. I believe that the film, the sky's the limit to where the web series can go. I feel that, we have a lot of different possibilities that are in the making, and I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. I would have to say I have two favorite scenes. The first scene, I would say the dynamic of seeing the three ladies, Tyra, Celine, and Simi together, and a sisterhood, and just how we're just chilling, having a good time. And I would say that was one of my most favorite scenes, to see the characters' chemistry and how we really, really bonded with each other. And the other scene, which was more of a heavy scene, I would have to say is when Ra and I were talking about the miscarriage. It was really, really heavy for me for personal reasons, but also, it was just a very heavy topic to discuss. So I really felt the connection. I really felt the depth in that film, in that actual screen, that scene. So yeah, those are my two favorite scenes. For me, because I'm a Christian woman, but I had to do a little bit of research on the Muslim faith, and I had the opportunity to meet a wonderful, wonderful person by the name of Lakashay. We actually consulted with each other. She's been on set, as a Muslim consultant, and it was just an absolute wonderful experience to talk to her about, the women of the cloth, the women of the faith, and, and their beliefs and how you carry yourself. And and to be honest, it's no different than any other woman who carries themselves with dignity and pride. So it was very interesting to share with her, and I feel that I've met a lifelong friend in this process. So that was the most exciting part of the process of preparing for Simi. It's so interesting. I met Mr. Harris on another type of venture. It was more behind the scenes with writing and producing and things of that sort. And he had the opportunity to see me perform. And then here I am. So I'm really, really excited to work with the cast. I know that the original role, who was played by Toya Turner, amazing actress, unfortunately, things wasn't able to work out with her working on the series, and I had the opportunity to slide in and to assist, and I'm just having a ball. It's just a very, very great opportunity. Now, what I'm going to ask you is this. We need your support. We need you to like our pages, follow us on social media, get the adrenaline and the momentum pumping about, our series and the screening that's going to take place on September 29th. It's going to be an awesome experience. You don't want to miss it.
What's going on? My name is Devin Deonte. Play the role of Kyle. He's kind of like the villain of the series. He's a henchman for the major labels, and he does a lot of the dirty work. But he is really not a bad dude. It's just the perception, and he kind of like had to sell out a little bit to survive and provide for his family and whatnot. So he really doesn't enjoy his job too much, but he does what he has to do, to make money and provide for his people. What I expect people to get out of this film is truth, real honesty. I think it touches on a lot of things that's going on in society today, the corrupt system, the entertainment industry, everything that kind of isn't really going the way it's supposed to go. So I really feel that it'll be something that can hopefully be helpful in getting a solution to the issues that we're going through, not only as a people, but as a society, period. It can actually turn into a TV series because it's so real and it's honest and it's, what's really happening now. So, and hopefully it can be one that again, like I said, helps create solution to some of the issues or bring them further to the light. I met Mark through Richard Gallion. I've worked with Richard for a while, and he's worked with Mark. So I met Mark through him, and this is my first time working with him. But yeah, he's a really good dude, a really humble dude. He works hard, and he supports his people, and we just pushing. So it's been a pleasure and an honor to be able to work with him. We have a premiere September 29th, so if you want to get your tickets, you can go to www.iusedtolovehermovie.com to get your tickets. The premiere is September 29th at the Chatham Theater on 87th. We need your support, so rock with us, we appreciate it.
Thea Camara, my character is Mrs. Green. Mrs. Green is a pillar in the community. Her son was Kenny Green, and he was murdered. Mrs. Green is very inquisitive about what really happened to her son after he was murdered, and she does some investigation. So I don't want to give it all away, but basically she does some investigation, and what she finds causes her to react in a way that she has never reacted before. A deeper understanding of what's going on socially in our neighborhoods and just around the world. Like, it's a lot of things that happen in this web series. It will shed light on issues that we're plagued with every day. What I do for every role is I do research, and I also break down the script. I read the entire script twice, maybe 3 times, and I do my background work. I put in the work in order to bring forth Mrs. Green. I've been a fan of Mark Harris for some time. He and Christopher Nolan were definitely on my list to work with, and this is my first film with Mark Harris, and I'm just uber happy about it. He's a consummate professional. I had nothing but a great experience on set, and I would love to work with him again. I used to love her web series going probably to television. I really do. I see it being a television show and also on the big screen. I think that it's a really great piece of work, and people are going to love it. I think people are going to fall in love with the characters and want to see more. We would love for you to support us. It is not for the politically correct, but it is a awesome piece of work. Go to the website and buy tickets for the premiere, which is September 29th, and that is www.IusedToLoveHerTheMovie.com. And we're just excited about this opportunity, and we cannot wait for everyone, the world, to see our work.
How you doing? I'm Cory Hendrix, and I'm an actor in the web series I Used to Love Her. I play One Time. One Time is he's a rapper. He's not like your ordinary rapper. Well, he kind of is like the ordinary rapper because he don't really talk about much, but underneath it all, it's something to him, you know. So you got to kind of keep your eye on him and see what he's up to and what he knows, because he knows a lot. I think with this series, we're addressing certain issues that normally don't get attention in the mainstream. So hopefully we can like bring attention to this online and it can spread, you know. Yeah, it's entertainment, but like I said, a lot of issues that's gonna be brought up you don't normally hear about. It's like what people talk about behind closed doors and stuff like that. And it's also cool to see, like, you know, the city of Chicago, to see black folks kind of like portrayed in a different light, in different positions. That's cool, you know. Mark been doing this thing for a while, so when I heard he was doing something like this, I definitely was like, yeah, if you know, if you got a part for me, I want to be a part of it, you know. It's a fun thing to do. It's a good thing to do, man. Going into it, I didn't think it was gonna be like this. It's some twists and some turns, like I say, subject matter and certain things. So it's kind of like I'm kind of interested in what it's gonna be like further on down the line. Man. Really, like right now, I don't have a favorite part. I think everything is solid through and through. I see it spreading, you know, definitely, like not just across the city, but like I definitely see like Chicago getting behind it and become like one of those things. You know what I mean? Like where everybody in the city talking about it. You know, it's like people who are not from Chicago don't remember the awakening and stuff like that, but you know, we've had our own little Chicago things here, and I see this like growing stronger and stronger, because you have to remember, like, this is the web series. At first it was I Used to Love the Film, so it's like, you know, it's like franchise.
Hey, this is your girl Cherie Bynum, and I am playing the role of Tyra. So I've taken a break in between shoots, in between filming rather, so I can do a brief interview and let you guys know that the I Used to Love Her web series is so awesome. So we're hoping that you guys will come to the screening on September 29th. It will be a blast. We're going to be talking about a lot of social issues, a lot of things that are true to what's going on in everyday life. Mark Harris has done a wonderful job in incorporating things that are current in today's headlines in the music industry, the entertainment industry, the political industry, and he is going to have water cooler conversations going because of this film. These are the issues that are taboo, the issues that people don't want to talk about, and he tackles them head on. So kudos to you, Mark Harris, for being brave enough to greenlight your own film and resurrecting I Used to Love Her, the feature film, and making it into a web series. So I play the character of Tyra. Tyra is the big sister to Simi, which is the lead character in the movie, and she's very protective of her little sister. She's kind of like a ride or die type of chick, you know. She doesn't let anybody BS her sister. I mean, she rolls with the big dogs. She don't trust anyone. She trusts none. I mean, she has trust issues pretty much, but she has a really good heart, but she's always thinking and always planning her next move, and she always gives a person a second look to try to dissect their heart to see where they're coming from. So Tyra is the big sister that everyone would love to have, and you get to see her evolve in the web series from tomboyish tough girl to kind of ladylike big sister, but still has her edge about her.